The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Green Bay Packers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Play fake. Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss. Had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. across midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cards are an extra point away from evening this one up. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Packers had 5 and 9 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Slot man moves right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They set the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice consistent gain.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. You look at this Arizona defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9.
65 pass. 79 Broncos.
And they'll send Watson in motion right.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
7-7, our score after 1.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
And Zappi to throw. And that is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, that puts them in that position.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Murray off play action. That one behind his man, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Completed out left to Downs. Short completion, just 4 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Zappi sees something changing the play. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
It shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Zappi looks to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Play fake, and now here's Zappi. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Zappi. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quickly out wide, this is Watson. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards Packer first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll throw again with Zappi. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Zappi on third down. And he is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Zappi hurrying them to the line. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great effort there. As the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe get their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And
we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right side to Watson. There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47th. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Here's Zappi. To the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That one good for 37 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's a give up the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Right back to him on first down. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Johnson for the extra point try. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Zappi. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Green Bay. With it is Brown. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 35, here's second down and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. No gain on the play there, second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
In motion left goes Watson. Zappi back to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Zappi's throw brought in by Watson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 8. They'll send Watson in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now Zappi. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Is that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are right back in this football game. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They find some open field here. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down. Murray to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's a high-pressure moment for Brian Johnson. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And Johnson's kick is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Zappi. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Zappi to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Zappi. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. This game rests on the right leg of Brian Johnson. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Cardinals win it. But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers.